How to FUBAR your childhood so thoroughly everyone goes WTF? Smile, this is a lovingly chaotic satirical guide to taking everything everyone thinks they remember about their childhood and gleefully mingling it. For writers, pranksters with a sense of theatricality, or everyone want to make a surreal sketch video or piece of prose that depends on subverting nostalgia. Why do this? Nostalgia is comfortable, warm, and predictable. Messing with it produces surprise, humor, and sometimes a little existential dread. When done well, a deliberate WTF rewrite can make creative commentary or a very memorable art school project. Done poorly, it's just mean. Name here is uncanny, clever, and theatrical, not malicious. Ground rules before you wreck things. 1. Don't actually harm people. This is a fictional riffing. Avoid revealing private details about real people or weaponizing trauma. 2. Punch up, not down. Satire lands better when you target institutions, tropes, or archetypes, not vulnerable folks. 3. Make the tone obvious. If it's a surreal comedy, commit. If you want unsettling horror, lean into craft, mix or timid signals, confusion. 4. Have an exit strategy. After a punchline, give the audience a way to breathe, a wink, a clarifying tag, or a soft reset. The toolbox, proven techniques to wreck and elevate a childhood memory. 1. Genre swap everything. Turn the Saturday morning cartoon into a noir detective epic. Make the playground a dystopian negotiation chamber. Swap upbeat jingles for funeral marches. The old becomes new by changing the rules that govern it. Example, the friendly neighborhood ice cream truck is now a Cold War spy. Drop melodies are coded messages. to replace props wrong by right substitutes. Give the teddy bear a business card and world-weary size. Make the school bus a rickety spaceship. Wrong substitutions creates cognitive dissonance. The secret sauce of WTF. 3. Hyper-literalize metaphors. Every adult metaphor concrete. Monster under bed, a unionized furloughed monster filling violent grievances. Time flies. Literal wing clocks are emotionally distant. 4. Add adult-sized bureaucracy. Introduce forms, permits, and absurd rules into childlike spaces. The sandbox has a zoning department. The treehouse requires HOA approval. Bureaucracy is a magical place where is comedy gold. 5. Turn the mascot into a complex character. That smiling mascot, make them an ethically conflicted, caffeinated protagonist with an insurance problem. Give them agency, desires, and shady contracts. 6. Remember deliberately and confidently. Invent small, authoritative-sounding details no one recalls the same way. Confidently reassert that the theme song has a hidden verse about quantum mechanics. If you narrate it well, people will join in, or at least argue. 7. View scales and stakes. Add epic consequences to trivial childhood acts. Losing a game of hopscotch triggers an interdimensional treaty. The stakes become deliciously disproportionate. 8. Use wrong inner aesthetics. Combine 80 cent with medieval banners or VHS grain with Baroque fonts. Anachronism scrambles the comfort signal. 9. Invent an unreliable narrator. Make the adult narrator clearly misremembering. He can recall colors as smells or days as currencies. Unreliability invites readers to triangulate reality and laugh. 10. Give joy at dark cost, but be tearful. If you want unsettling rather than comic, reveal that the beloved amusement ride runs on something morally dubious, but avoid graphic detail. Tension between delight and cost creates a memorable chill. Mini blueprints, quick riffs you can paste into the story, sketch, or video. 1. The theme park memoir. A child remembers an amusement park. Each happy ride is described with corporate accounting terms and footnotes. The narrator keeps apologizing for the fireworks budget spreadsheet. 2. Board Game Apocalypse. The family board game is a tree-designed battleground. Losing a monopoly property reassigns the land rights to shadow corporations. Grandma is the cunning lobbyist. 3. The cartoon that filed taxes. Your favorite cartoon characters now have tax forms. Their villain is an auditor who removes color from the sky when someone claims too many deductions. 4. Nursery rhyme noir. Humpty Dumpty is a burnout private eye. The wall was never safe. The kingdom prayed premiums to skirt responsibility. Examples short. Original, a kindly babysitter tells bedtime stories. FUBAR, the babysitter is a contract negotiator who rewrites bedtime tales as terms of service while the kids try to unionize. The original, the cereal box prize is a toy. FUBAR, the prize is the miniature CEO who gives unsolicited life advice and demands severance. Tone and pacing helps. Start normal, escalate quickly, hook with nostalgia, then flip a tiny detail, escalate from there. Use precise, dry language and while describing ridiculous things. The contrast between formal diction and absurd content amplifies humor. Let silence land a joke. Sometimes a single line of description after chaos does the work. Warnings and inevitable joke notes. Tread carefully when real traumatic topics. Rewriting someone's true painful past as a joke can re-traumatize. Don't weaponize their beloved franchise's identity for harassment. Parody and homage are fine. Harassment and doxing are not. Final flourish, a tiny writing prompt to get you started. On the day of the ice cream truck's music spelled out text goes, 11-year-old Mara realized the neighborhood's happiness was a ledger. She decided to audit it, write 300 words, commit to one rule when the toolbox and stick with it. Closing week. FUBARing childhood is art. It's about loving the original enough to twist it into something surprising. Do it with craft, as merit, and a conscious sense of responsibility. If you make people say WTF and then laugh for a fake, you did it right.
Congrats, you just survived another glorious disaster in the yard of FUBAR. If you laughed, cringed, and thought, wow, that went downhill fast, hit that like button so we know you enjoyed the chaos. Got your own FUBAR story? Drop it in the comments. And we might just feature the wildest one in a future video. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that little bell button so you never miss the next stylish train wreck we unleash. This is Fantasy and Science Fiction and Starry Nardy signing off, reminding you, if you're going to wreck it with style.